Good day, journal. You aren't someone who obsesses over what others think or do. It's not been your routine for a long time to care about what others think you can or cannot do. During this part of your journey as a best-selling award-winning author and global public intellectual, you've traveled forward into each new day and upward into the promise of a tomorrow by, frankly, my dear, not giving a rat's ass about what is outside of your control. Obsessing over anyone or about anything other than doing what the Creator sent you here to do, which is leave the planet better upon your departure than your arrival, is not what you do. It's not who you are. You cannot control what another thinks or feels about you. Truthfully, the thoughts and opinions of others are none of your business. Trying to make others like you, much less love you, are assignments outside your pay grade. Each new day is a chance not to prove to others that they should like or love you. And despite how vindictively you often proceed, a new day isn't even an opportunity to demonstrate to the haters, doubters, and naysayers that they were wrong. As much as I know you enjoy proving folks wrong about you and giving them the proverbial middle finger, such is not why you woke up this morning. I just wanted to let you know that you arose to do more today than you did yesterday. The Creator made it so that you could rise to get stuff for the greater good done. The gift of the present is one where you are to do the most good you can do with all the time you get. It is easy to get lost in obsessing about what others say or think about you. Do you ever know how easy it is to get lost in the obsessions of those who, when your life ends, won't shed one tear about you? Sadly, this is one of the more disappointing aspects of humans. We love to focus on the negative Neds and Nancys of the world. We love to give people who wouldn't extend a pinky to help us, if it were an easy thing to do, more time, energy, and attention than those who would run through the pits of hell with gasoline-soaked underwear to save us. Yes, it is a sad aspect of the human condition. It is an element of your life that you had to overcome and continue fighting to this day not to relapse. Worrying about the thoughts and opinions of those who don't mean you any good is like alcoholism or any other form of addiction. You're bound to relapse to the old you if you're not careful and if you're not intentional about your life structure. To continue your days of sobriety as those suffering from drug and alcohol addiction, you must first admit you have a problem. As if to walk into an AA meeting for those addicted to naysaying, hate, and doubt, you must say, "Hi, I'm Nate, and I'm a naysaying, hating, doubting addict." The group of folks sitting in the circle, honest enough to admit that they, like you, suffer from a problem they cannot solve themselves, would say, "Hi, Nate." And that's the first step. The first step to recovery, the first step to greatness, and the first step to any journey is admitting where you are. So many people claim they want to be something, but they don't want to take an honest assessment of who they are. Folks always resolve, particularly in the new year, about where they want to be in their lives, but never want to give a wholehearted evaluation of where they are now. You can't be who you always imagine, nor can you get to the point where happiness exists if you don't take time to see who you are now and won't pause to acknowledge where you are in your happiness journey. You must take this first step of admission, for without this first confessional step, All other steps will be missteps. What would happen if you declared you wanted to go to Los Angeles but were unaware you were in Long Beach? Long Beach is but a stone's throw from the city of angels. Yet if you didn't know where you were, you might start journeying north and end up in San Francisco. So close to Los Angeles at the start, but because you hadn't assessed where you were, you missed the mark, which was nearby. Such a thing commonly happens when we don't take the time to look at ourselves to note where we are on the journey. Folks proclaim they want to lose weight, but don't get on the scale daily. Daily they eat. Each day they consume calories from food and beverages. But every day, they don't want to know where they are. They seem perfectly okay with going on their merry way, being blind and clueless about the best shape of their life journey. They prefer being oblivious to the impact what they eat or drink has on the health and fitness goals they claim matter to them. Neither at the beginning nor end of the day do they know if they're getting closer or further away from the desired outcome. You can only lose weight or do something that matters if you know where you are. You cannot be who you want to be known as when your life ends if you don't know who you are now. And today, that's the task. I want you to understand who and where you are, which will forever be the primary life task. You couldn't have gotten in the best shape of your life, earned wealth and abundance, or been the recipient of the Spirit's timeless wisdom if you didn't start with the most crucial first step daily. Each day, you must critically look at yourself from head to toe. You must unsympathetically inspect your heart, mind, and soul. You must methodically get naked with yourself about who you are and where you are in your life, if living your life just as you always imagined remains your ultimate objective. Being who you want to be when you are no longer flesh, bone, and blood requires being conscientious about who you are now. To get to the place in your life where you are able in an authentic, meaningful way to help serve and make sure others know that their lives matter, you must know where you authentically are. You must genuinely understand that every step you take, big or small, is real, and that all steps in your life matter. Don't worry about what others have in their lives or do with their lives. Don't worry about what others think or say about you. Do what you do. Retake the first step of self-reflection today. Repeat the first daily step so that you may not only manifest your most audacious hopes and dreams, but achieve self-actualization today. Do not obsess about anyone or anything another person says or thinks. Instead, fixate only on doing what you can to be the best you who lives your best life.
Reflect and write. Who are you right now? When is the last time you have done an assessment of where you are and how close you are to being who you've always wanted to be? You will never know how close you are if you don't identify your exact location today. What stops you from assessing where you are on your journey to the life you always imagined? Is it denial? Is it fear? Is it the opinion of others? Are you oblivious to the impact that your daily actions have on the goals you claim matter to you? What would you say to Nate if he asked you if you are getting closer or further away from the desired outcome of your best life? Now act. It's time to enhance your daily habits. Each day you must critically examine yourself from head to toe. You must unsympathetically inspect your heart, mind, and soul. You must methodically get naked with yourself about who you are and where you are in your life if living your life as always imagined remains your ultimate objective. As Nate often says, naked don't lie. Today is your day to get naked and examine every part of your being. Each day is the day to retake the first step of self-reflection. Repeat this first step daily so that you may not only manifest your most audacious hopes and dreams, but also achieve self-actualization starting today. Spend the next 20 minutes or more getting naked. Yes, start with the physical. Examine yourself fully unclothed. Then answer honestly if you are the best version of yourself. If the answer is no, write what changes you must make to make that change the truth. Once you have completed the exercise, examine your heart, mind, soul, and any other facets of life that may be holding you back from being the best version of yourself. This exercise may require more than the time you have today. No worries. If you're granted another chance tomorrow, do the same exercise again. Repeat daily until you have examined every part of your being and come up with a plan to make the changes. Now journey forward.